Hey guys, we're going to show you something different today. We are going to actually try something different. How to actually use one of the utilities within Zoom. We're going to try to use that, and it's called Whiteboard. And the topic is not about that. We are going to talk about how to actually plan your future finances, like how to start from scratch. Like, you don't have anything right now, but how do you plan ahead? How do you do a 5-year, 10-year plan? We're going to go step by step, but using the whiteboard features within the Zoom, right? This is we are going to do this first time also, so you might find this useful, and you can actually make use of it in your videos if you are doing it. Let me jump in. Randy, let me know. I'm going to share my screen and do a whiteboard here. See if you can see.
Yeah, I can see a white screen.
Oh, okay, great. So this is what it is, guys. You go to share screen from your Zoom, and then there is a whiteboard option right there. You just click on that, right? You get to this screen right after that. You can move things around. Basically, I'm just moving these things around here. So let's start with I'm going to write down step by step. That's what I'm going to do. I think looks like this is a text, right? And but I wanted to make it larger. Anyway, just let's start typing financial planning, right? You can do this beforehand or off, beforehand, and type everything and keep it ready. That is also an option. Or what I would do, I would put 1, 2, 3 and everything step by step, make it a white font or something like that so people cannot see what's in there, and then reveal one by one, right? That's another option you can do. So in this case, we are going to talk about financial planning, right? Financial planning for your future. So that is the topic. And the first thing is, you need to see where do you stand right now, right? So what do you like, based on what we talked about before, like, you need to do your budgeting. So how much money you are making, how much money is you're saving, what are the expenses, those are basically it, right? What is coming in, what's going out,
Yeah,
what's remaining. That's a budgeting. And so next one you have to do is,
and we have a separate episode on how to manage your budget too, right?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, just check that out, guys. Check that episode out. Let me see if I can increase the font size. There's no font size right here, Randy.
I don't see anything though. Only thing that we can probably do is control and then hit plus sign and make it look bigger.
Yeah, it doesn't do it. Yeah,
Oh,
tried it. So
but
yeah,
still
anyway,
we can see it. Still we can see it.
you can see in a big size, right? Okay, good.
Yeah,
So the
relatively. Yeah.
next thing is your goal. Like, once you have a budget, where do you want to go? From, like, I think I can draw here, right? Uh, let me draw. So the good thing is you can draw here. So you are here, right? You wanted to
Nice.
go, where do you want to go? Like, maybe you want to become big person someday, right? You want to be famous. You want to be, you want to have a lot of money. You want to, everybody should know you, all those things. If you want, if that is your goal, just write it down. So that's what is your goal
And
is.
and one thing I want to highlight or emphasize, Venkat, is when you have a goal, put a specific date. That makes a huge difference, and that's something I learned from my Taekwondo master Harris. Unless you put down a specific date, by July 18th, 2025, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a parent, or I'm going to be a senior, whoever. Specific date. I want to, on this date, I'm going to open up a martial arts studio, something like that. Be specific.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, actually, I remember that. Like, sometimes we underestimate the long term thing, right? Like, 5 year, you can actually achieve, like, you can change your total life you can actually become a billionaire from
Yeah,
nothing in five
right.
years. That is what the 5 years, a long term. It's a 5 years of so long term. And then if you put anything to it, like you can achieve it in 5 years. And but we underestimate that 5 year you cannot do it. It takes 20, 30, 40 years. That's not true. Like you can actually do it in 5 years. So that's why, like, if, like you said, 5 year plan, like 5 year, you're going to be doing this and this and that. So you can actually split that up. From first year, you're going to finish
Yeah,
that.
by
Second year, that.
31st of year one, December 31st of first year or whatever.
Right, exactly. Right. So next thing, based on budget and goal, once you fix these two, right, you will exactly know where do you stand. Where do you stand? So where do you stand today? Right. That is what this one is. And then where do you want to go? And then you have a vision. You have all these, steps. You will know exactly where you're going to go, right? Where do you stand and where do you want to go? Just be clear on that. Once you be clear on that, in terms of financial future, I'm talking about, right? Other things are actually helps the finance thing, right? But in this case, it's just focusing mainly on the finance side of it. And the next one is the, how much, what salary you're making right now, how much salary you're bringing home, right? So if you don't have enough money, then do high income jobs. Look for high income jobs. Say you don't have high income skills to get the high income jobs, then get the high income skills. Uh,
Exactly.
and then, like, if you don't have it, right, if you have the high income skills, then find a high income job. If you find a high income job, keep on finding more high income, right? Every year try to find more, 10% more, 10% more, or 20% more.
And Venkat, I wanna emphasize on one thing that we emphasized during some of our previous episodes is like if you're in a low income, low paying job, how to get hold of high income jobs is like while you're in that low income job, you can invest yourself in learning things, right? Because
Yeah,
learning is investing in yourself. So while you're in that low paying job, try to read, try to talk to people, try to connect, try to build your network, right? Talk to people anytime. If you're waiting tables, if you're attending bars, just talk to people, and you might end up talking to someone who's big enough to even offer you a job, entry level job in the corporate world. Who knows? So while you're in that job, invest in yourself by talking to people, connecting, reading, and courses. We talked about courses that you can learn things from. So that's investing in yourself. So make sure you invest yourselves in those areas so you can get to that high income jobs and through this by getting the high income skills.
yeah, exactly. That's, I just remember these sites, like, it
Right.
just came to my mind, like there are many sites, but even you don't need to get into all of this, right? There are, if you just go to udemy.com, you will see lots of courses. You will actually see the top high income skill jobs. That's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 in the top 10 skills, right? You will see it there. So even if you don't know what are the high income skills, and even after watching our videos, just go to that these sites, and you will be able to see that's on the
Yeah.
top, right? So once you get the high income jobs, high income skills, then you are going to like you're, let's say you wanted to, your goal is to make $1 million in 10 years, right? What does that mean? So 100,000 a year you have to save, basically, right? In 10 years you'll have $1 million. So if you want to save $100,000, and you need to go reverse engineer, right? So if your after your expenses, say your expenses, that's going to come into your budget. So exactly $50,000 your expenses, then you want to say 100,000, that means 150,000. Uh, Plus you have to add the tax. You have to add, like, yeah, tax you have to pay. Uh, so tax and social security, other things, right? FICA taxes and all those, 401k. So add around like 40% more to it, right? So 150, you should be making around 250, close to 250,000. Then you should be able to save 100,000 easily. So in that case, think about, you are the only person making money. you are not married, marry a person who, like, I think we talked about that, right? Marry a person who makes a similar amount of money like you are doing. That way you double, right?
That advice is directly coming from my friend, not from me.
Yeah, I can take that. Uh, so that is kind of a, that is the advice that even if you married a person your spouse is not making enough money, what you have to do is just teach the high income skill. You are making enough money, teach the high income skills to your spouse, or
Right.
encourage her or him to, get those high income skills too.
Yeah.
So you both make around, same 125 you both make. So that's 250,000, and then you can easily save 100,000, and 10-year
Yeah.
period, you can have $1 million. That is kind of a, you reverse engineer, you go through all the future, what are the things that needs to be done and all those things, to get to that $1 million, if that's your goal.
Yeah.
So that's basically all these things, but in addition to that, right, it takes 10 years, but you wanted to make it happen in 5 years, let's say that, right? You want to make it happen in 5 years, so you have 5 years of your time spent with your family. If you can make that happen in 5 years, right? Maybe first 5 years will be harder, that's fine, but next 5 years you have a whole lot of time left for you to financially free and do whatever you want. That's why, like, you can think about business, same kind of business. Can you start a business? Can you do on the side business? So don't quit your job, that you are making high income money, right? So don't quit the job, but do a side business. When you think about side business, what are the side business? You can do YouTube, you can do real estate, right? You can do uh,
Even
consult.
stock investing,
Yeah,
consulting, and
yeah, investing in stocks, dividend, dividend investment, and then photography, no, web designing. There are tons of things that we already talked
yeah.
about. These are some of the things that you can actually get into. You can even become a realtor. That is, you can do a
Even
part-time.
you can do franchising, or even if you don't want to own a business, you can do all these Uber driving and DoorDash. Uh, what's the other one? Grubhub driving, Instacart. All that stuff are also there.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a great points there. So yeah, those are some of the things. Like, there are tons of opportunities out there, and let's say your wife or your husband um, take care of the other things, house things with the kids, and then you can actually go and do extra job, additional job, or you can do a business. Both of you can take care in part time. It's online business or something like that. You can be a part time realtor and just take care of, maybe sell or buy five houses for your clients and in a year, and at least to start with, right? That can be done, right? So those are some of the things that will make it, instead of 10 years, it'll make it in 5 to 7 years, right? You can make that happen. That is another thing you can do. And then at the end, like, you need to keep on doing budgeting again, right? I think we talked about that every month or every 6 months, every 3 months, you need to kind of go back to budget and then
That's a good
reassess
point.
your finances every quarter, and restart, change the strategy. If you uh, yeah, some of the things, yeah, change the strategies and tactics and to get to that goal quicker. And yeah, another thing you can do is cryptocurrency. I missed that one. That is, I'm kind of aiming on that. So you just have to put something and then look for 100x, 500x gains, right? You put a little bit of money, not too much, and on the one that is really potential and it's like a few dollars, you just put on those, maybe 100, 200, and let's say 500x, right? 500x on that $200 is a whole lot of money. So you can able to pay off your houses, and then you rent free, you live rent free and financially free. That's another thing you can do. Yeah, these are some of the things I guess you guys got some idea. The step by step is it's more methodical. You go through step by step, you do reverse engineering, you do also future engineering, kind of look in the future and see what, like if you do this, it's going to take you there, right? If you do the other things, if you do combine multiple things at the same time, you probably get there quicker. And then what are you going to do after that? It's all these things kind of intertwined. You just have to see the whole big picture. I think hopefully you, with these things, you can see your financial plan. You can plan your finances, uh,
For the
how that's
future.
going to evolve into within your future.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Right. Sorry guys, I think it went a little bit over, but this is
That's
this
some
because
great
of this.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. And if you like this type of content, just please come back and visit our channel and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and refer our channel to your friends and families. Thank you, guys.